Arirang Special.
Happy New Year's, everyone. It's me, G.NA, and 2016 has begun.
That's right. Happy New Year's. 새해 복 많이 받으세요 2016. We have a special show here today for you. We are celebrating our 20th anniversary already.
Wow, yes. Arirang TV has been playing a key role in promoting the national image of Korea and also spreading the uniqueness of Korea and Korean culture to the world for the last 2 decades.
That's right. So Arirang TV basically bridging Korea with the rest of the world. And Arirang TV has expanded to over 100 million households. So that's pretty exciting. We will continue to work hard, of course. And today we have a special show. We'll talk about Korean culture with some keywords as well, right?
Yes, for sure. We're going to check that out right now. We're going to find out about the current image non-Koreans have of Korea through 10 keywords that best represent the country.
That's right. So before we do that, why don't we introduce our panel here? We have some fantastic guests, and we'll start over on my left. And we have our Korean culture expert specializing in music, but also K-pop. So please welcome Professor Lee Gyu-tak from George Mason University, Korea at Songdo. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Lee Gyu-tak. Thank you for having me. It's my great pleasure to be a part of 20th anniversary of Arirang TV. Thank you.
Great. 감사합니다. Thank you very much.
Yes, and also the multi-talented multimedia star, the one and only lovely Leah.
Hello guys, hello. Hi guys, my name is Leah. You guys might have seen me from SNL. We just started a TV show on Arirang called Touchki, so I hope you guys tune in. And congratulations on your 20th anniversary.
All right, Leah, thank you very much. Welcome to the program. We also have over there on the left side, veteran Arirang news reporter Hwang Ji-hye in the studio. Thank you.
Hello everyone,
hello.
It's great to be here. I hope I can bring some news reporter perspective on our discussion table today.
Great.
Thank you. Over here, we have Haeppy and BapMokja, the hot duo on YouTube with 3.4 million views. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Hello everyone, I'm BapMokja.
And I'm Happy.
And although I've been in some K-pop MVs before, this is our first TV broadcast.
Yes, we're usually on the other side of the cameras.
So thanks for having us.
We're so glad to have you guys today.
Very good. We'll look forward to your insight here today about Korean culture and Korea in general. Let's move on to our final guest here, Arirang Radio's morning queen, Jenny Jo in the studio. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, it's a pleasure to be here. I can't believe we're here celebrating the 20th. It's kind of a big deal. So hopefully I can bring you a little bit of my frankness, my silliness, and all together have fun on the stage. Yeah?
Okay, well, thank you very much. It's a great honor and a pleasure to have all these fantastic guests here today. We have an exciting program, once again, celebrating our 20th anniversary here at Arirang TV. We'll talk about Korean culture. I think we have some keywords, Gina, right?
Yes, we have top 10 keywords that represent Korea for 2016.
What keywords come to mind for foreigners about Korea in the year 2016? Celebrating the 70th anniversary of Korea's liberation from Japanese colonial rule, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism organized an event for 2 months from September 2014 to figure out the keywords that best represent Korea. 24,605 keywords out of the 1,268,348 keywords given were in foreign languages including English, Chinese, and Japanese. The main participants of the survey were ladies in their 20s from all around the world. And we finally came up with the 10 keywords that best represent Korea through analyzing the results according to age, gender, and nationality. Coming in at number 10 is Korea's music. Ranking 9th is K-beauty, which became a worldwide beauty phenomenon. Inspiration is in 8th place. Number 7 on the list, hanbok, the traditional Korean garments with beautiful colors and lines. At number 6 is K-drama, the original spark of the global Korean wave syndrome. Then in 5th place, we have kimchi, Korea's soul food and staple dish. Up next in 4th place is Seoul, the capital city of Korea where tradition and modernity meet. Meanwhile, hanshik, the well-balanced and nutritious Korean way of eating, claims the 3rd spot. Number 2 on the list is Korean culture with its 5,000 years of history. So, which keyword tops the list of 10 keywords that best represent Korea? It's none other than K-pop. Korea's greatest cultural force right at the heart of the Korean wave. Now it's time to focus on the current status of Korea on the global stage with these keywords.
All right, so welcome back. We just checked out 10 keywords that best represent Korea these days. I'm sure some of you will agree with these keywords. We could expect some of these words on this list. We had music, we had beauty, industry. Yeah, now the image of Korea really changes quickly, and I'm sure, most of you have lived overseas before. The image maybe you had of Korea before coming here is very different from the Korea you know now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, I didn't actually know anything about Korea at all until I was introduced to K-pop.
Because you're from the UK.
Exactly, I'm from the UK, and although not many people know about Korea at all, people kind of concentrate more on Japanese culture and things like that. But K-pop is huge. Like, that's the biggest thing I think people really pick up on first.
I mean, that changed our lives, literally.
Exactly.
K-pop is why we're here. K-pop is why we do what we do. If it wasn't for K-pop, we would have never met.
Exactly.
And then we wouldn't be here.
Yes.
I guess these Korean K-pop stars have a huge influence, of course. When I was growing up as a kid, K-pop wasn't big, and I'm half Korean, half French, so I grew up in Paris, and I would tell my friends I'm from Korea, and they would be like, Korea? Where is that? Are you from North Korea or South Korea?
I mean, when it comes to Korea, I think still the focus is much on North Korean issues or the dynamics of the economy. But I think thanks to the Korean wave and the Korean pop music that we've been talking about, the focus is really shifting to Korean lifestyle and culture.
That's right. So Korean culture and I guess Korean image in general is changing very, very quickly, also because or thanks to, let's say, the Korean wave, Hallyu. So today we'll talk about that as well. How did the Korean wave, K-pop, Korean dramas, etc., how did that change Korea's image? Take a look.
So the number one keyword best represents Korea is K-pop.
K-pop.
So K-pop and K-drama and whatnot, they were all shown right now. But I mean, how popular is the K-pop in the present era?
That's the question.
YouTube is a video streaming website founded in 2005. So what is the most viewed video on the website of all time?
Oppan Gangnam Style.
Of course, the number one spot is claimed by Psy's Gangnam Style, with 2.47 billion views as of December 2015. And his follow-up song, Gentleman, came in at number 20 with nearly 9.1 million views. Also, Big Bang became the sole Asian artist to make it onto the top 10 highest grossing concerts in the world with their concert in Los Angeles. According to Billboard, Big Bang's LA concert drew a total of 13,361 fans and recorded about $1,715,000 US in ticket revenue, proving their global influence. With Psy, Big Bang, EXO, Girls' Generation, and many other talented idol singers and groups, K-pop is at the heart of the Korean wave, which brings many non-Koreans to Korea. Now SM Entertainment, home to TVXQ, Super Junior, SHINee, Girls' Generation, EXO, and more, opened a culture complex in January 2015. This soon became a must-visit place among K-pop lovers.
This was really fun. I could stay here for a long time, so I'm really excited to see what's down on the next floors.
Fans can see their favorite stars, cherished possessions, and items that they personally wore at this place.
SM タウンが好きで、エクソが特に好きなので、一回来てみたかったんです。かっこよくて、はい、歌が上手いからです。はい、歌上手いからです。
The world's first hologram performance hall dedicated to K-pop is also brimming with fans.
Yeah, it is cool. I think it is interesting, impressive.
Though the venue offers holographic performances, the vivid sense of reality and the grandeur of a 270-degree panorama view combined with the performances of popular idol singers offers an experience of unrivaled joy.
You can't always see these celebrities, but coming here you can see them like on a day-to-day basis, and it actually looked real in the beginning, so we were actually very surprised. We weren't expecting it to look so real. I think the technology is pretty amazing and it was so much fun.
So what is it about K-pop that attracts the whole world?
Handsome. The fashion is crazy here.
The fashion is nice.
There's some good music in Denmark, but it seems it's much more professional here. Much more professional.
I think they are very charismatic and they have very good stage presence. So I always enjoy myself when they are performing. I've been to like big band concerts in Singapore, so I find that it's very entertaining and it's really worth the ticket price. Yeah.
Now, I don't know about you, but I was really impressed by those holographic performances. I've never seen one myself, but it's pretty cool, I think. And those K-pop fans all over the world also coming to Korea. In front of Arirang TV, we often see these fans lining up for shows like Simply K-pop or After School Club.
I was personally surprised to see so many fans lined up in front of the building when the recording is taking place.
Yeah.
They were just waiting for hours just to get a glimpse of their favorite superstars.
I mean, G.NA, you're a Hallyu star as well. You probably travel around the world, so tell us about your experience.
Well, when there was that huge K-pop boom a couple years ago, we actually did a really big tour, our company did. So 4-Minute Beast and myself, we actually did a whole tour from Europe to Brazil. And I was thinking, from Brazil to Japan, it was like a big jump, you know, a 30-hour flight. And I'm thinking, wow, do people even know us there? But then I went there and it was insane. It was hot. Like, we got there and I have never felt that much love, like, ever. Like, they just have that passion for our music.
Yeah. Professor Lee, you focus on Korean music and also pop music in general. So what is very unique about Korean music? What is it that makes it special?
K-pop is not really different from like other global or universal music, but we can still see the difference, and I will say this is a Korean sentiment or the Korean uniqueness that is like reflected and described in Korean music. For example, the attitude of the K-pop musicians are a little bit different from the global musicians because they seem to be more like generous, more kind, or more like pure to their fans. And actually global fans, not only Korean fans, but also global fans like that kind of characteristics of Korean K-pop musicians.
I think it's very true. Those Korean stars are really close with their fans, and we can witness this by the number of fan meetings taking place all around the world. These Korean stars going overseas, not even for a concert, but just for a fan meeting, just to interact with their fans. And they always keep those fans updated with their SNS and posting photos and videos of themselves. That passion is just incredible.
Right. And I think the big question is how long will this Korean craze, K-pop craze last? And even though we don't have an absolute answer for that just yet, but what's obvious is the fact that through this rise of Hallyu, a lot of people are now interested in other aspects, other sectors of Korea because they hear songs and say, oh, I really want to understand this Korean song, or I really want to know how to pronounce all the words correctly, which then kind of like a positive domino effect because now they want to learn Korean.
Yeah.
Now, if you talk about K-pop, you also have to talk about Korean dramas. Of course, we can mention hit productions like Winter Sonata, 겨울 연가, but also maybe 대장금 or Jewel in the Palace. And these big productions also immensely influence people overseas and how they view Korea and Korean culture, right?
What was the one that was made very recently?
Who Came from the Stars, right?
Yeah, that aroused a sensation across Asia and especially in China, I think. The main actor, Kim Soo-hyun, I heard that he was provided with a private jet. Wow. And earned like $700,000 for just showing up for a show in a Chinese broadcasting station.
I'm here.
I think, if you ever need anyone.
I'll do it for half.
Actually, it is one of the uniqueness of Korean culture that music industry is closely related to the TV industry. Actually, for example, in the US, music industry is not really very close to the TV industry, such as variety shows or other types of dramas. But in Korea, we can enjoy music and drama simultaneously because the stars or the actor or the musicians are usually doing both things.
And I think the professor makes a great point because you've touched on the fact that it's so different and it's so unique. And personally, I feel like when people say, why do you think people really love Hallyu? Personally, I feel that there's a sense of novelty to different things about Korean culture. These are things that people maybe from different countries and cultures were not used to seeing. And just like the different types of dances you talked about, the songs and things we see in the music videos, very different from the scenes, say, back in Hollywood. So there's a sense of novelty which I think kind of draws people to it.
Okay, so from the examples of Psy and Kim Soo-hyun, we see that a single drama or song can change not just the fate of a star, but also the image and the status of an entire country on the global stage. Then, what's the social and economic value of the Korean wave? Well, let's find out.
It's very beautiful.
The Korean wave's impact extends beyond Korea's shores and beyond the world of pop culture as well. It's a vital asset for the Korean economy, with value increasing at a drastic rate. As of July 2015, the fifth most expensive cultural content export was the drama Bad Guys, selling at $100,000 per episode. Number 4 is It's Okay, That's Love, starring Cho In-sung and Bong Hyo-jin at $120,000 per episode. Meanwhile, Producer, starring Kim Soo-hyun, the hero of My Love from the Star, as well as My Lovely Girl with Rain and Crystal of FX, tied for second place with $200,000 per episode. Now, the most expensive Korean drama ever to be sold overseas is none other than Pinocchio, starring Lee Jong-suk and Park Shin-hye, with a record price tag of $280,000 per episode. The economic effects of the Korean wave, including its export revenue, is huge. Korean cultural content exports through screen productions, music, games, and other media hovered around $1.9 billion in 2011 and jumped to $2.4 billion in 2014, showing steady growth. There are some indirect economic effects as well. The Korean wave also contributed to the increased export of cosmetics, garments, electronics, and various other consumer goods.
2014년 한류로 인한 수출액 추정치는 61.6억 달러를 기록했고 소비재 및 관광 수출액은 37억 달러를 기록해서 2011년 이후 계속적으로 증가하는 수치를 보였습니다.
What's important to note is that the influence of the Korean wave is not limited to economic effects. It has been beneficial in changing foreign perceptions of Korea in many respects, enhancing the nation's soft power. After taking everything into consideration, it's impossible to calculate the true value of the Korean wave.
해당국 국민들에게 한국에 대한 여러 이미지를, 좋은 이미지, 긍정적인 이미지를 심어주게 되고요. 또 자발적으로 커뮤니티를 형성하여서 문화 교류의 장이 열리고 있습니다. 그래서 앞으로도 이런 여러 가지 그 주체들의 역할을 통해서 한국의 국가 브랜드가 지속적으로 날로 성장할 것 같습니다.
Yes, so Korean dramas are actually loved all around the world, as you can see.
Very popular, of course, these days. When you talk about Hallyu or the Korean wave, you have to talk about Korean dramas. But that's not all. I think we also have variety shows that are tremendously popular online and also offline. People coming to Korea to attend some of these shows as well. Arirang TV. Arirang TV is working really hard every single day to introduce and also share Korean culture with the rest of the world. We have tons of programs here, right?
I know, like Four Angles and Arts Avenue, and of course Arirang News is really, I think, taking a big part in introducing Korean culture and
because
also...
you are part of it as well, right?
The economy, the social issues as well. I think Arirang really is contributing to spreading out the positive image of
the radio station and
Jenny's radio show every morning.
Yes, at 6 a.m. Yes, and the older one joined us Korea as well, which, I mean, the MCs are just, they all happen to be here right now.
Okay, let me talk about my program now. We also have some entertainment news here, Showbiz Korea. So yes, we have a variety of shows on Arirang TV, and we try to inform the rest of the world of, you know, what is happening here in this country. We try to give information. We talked about how Korean culture is also becoming big these days. So we try to also meet the needs of our viewers, and I think we'll continue to do that. Now, TV, that's one thing, but we also have the internet, you know, SNS, social media. That plays a huge part. Especially for the Korean wave, for Korean stars, K-pop, K-dramas, with your videos as well. Here we have Haeppy and BapMokja. So yeah, you can maybe tell us about that. You're actually becoming popular because of these videos online.
Yeah, because of Hallyu, because of K-pop, really.
People are really interested in Korea, but not a lot of people have the chance to actually come to Korea. So what we're doing, we're giving them our eyes in Korea, showing them things like food, shopping, eating things, travel, and everything like that.
Yeah, actually, K-pop fans are really especially popular, using SNS more often than fans of other music, such as rock music or hip-hop music. And I've read some articles or even the academic journals that some scholars are really wondering that why, especially K-pop fans are using more SNS than fans of other music. That is very interesting.
Yeah, I think actually one reason is that we felt this as well, back when we were in our home countries. It's because K-pop is still a subgenre, and so a lot of K-pop fans feel, which is why they love, they watch our reactions so much, is because they need to find somebody that shares that interest with them.
Right.
Whereas with other genres like hip-hop, pop, everybody listens to that. It's mainstream in their own countries.
Right. Yeah, that is one of the important reasons I think that the mainstream media, such as TV or the radio, usually do not play K-pop very often. So K-pop fans in the world try to see and get the information by the SNS, and they are gathering that they are a small number of K-pop fans in the world, and they are gathering in the SNS, YouTube, and other Instagram. So they make their own fan base and power on the internet.
They have their own community online.
right, exactly.
And they're pretty strong too. They have a huge influence, and I'm sure you can also probably witness this with your own channel. Your fans probably also maybe liking your videos, but also sharing them with their friends. So videos going viral, SNS, social media, that also helps push the Korean wave further.
Exactly, and also there's lots of fan bases in different countries, and what you'll find is there will be SNS accounts like following the stars and translating them into different languages, so more people can enjoy the small tweets like, I just ate some kimbap or something like that.
So this is definitely happening here around the world, and we are also trying to promote Korean culture. Now on our list, we had 10 keywords that best represent Korea. So of course K-pop, K-dramas, but we had many other fields. So I think we should talk about that as well.
So right now we're talking about the 10 keywords that best represent Korea.
Yes.
This time we'll zoom in on beauty and food. Yes, yes.
That's right. Let's talk about beauty first. I think that's what our viewers also want to learn about. Our panel, our experts here as well. There's so many things to talk about when it comes to beauty, appearance. Korean celebrities play a huge role, and they have a big impact. So where do we want to start here? Beauty.
I think the standard of beauty in Korea is so different from the Western culture. Just because I remember when I first came to Korea, I was really tan because I lived in Florida. And I remember they're like, oh my goodness, you need to become like more white, and like gave me like all these creams and stuff, and I'm like, what? I thought being tan was a good thing. And then I went home after a year and I became really pale. My friend's like, oh my god, you look like a ghost, what's wrong with you?
They said the exact same thing to me because I'm from California. They said, you got to get that whitening cream going, and I said, oh, the standards here are very different. But again, I guess this is the aspect of Korean culture where people think, oh, this is really different, and the beauty of like the K-pop stars, the celebrities, it's so different that they're drawn to it, and so they buy certain products that will hopefully make them look like that, I suppose. Yeah.
It's true that Koreans in general put a lot of emphasis on the appearance, your looks. So that's why we talk about K-beauty very often. Online, offline, people buying Korean cosmetics. People talk about Korean makeup or maybe K-pop makeup. What is that exactly?
Oh, well, K-pop makeup is exactly what I have on my face right now.
Here, as you can see.
As you can tell, it is a little more on the lashes, a little bit thinner on the lines. Whether, I mean, back in Canada, I remember I did my eyeliner like Lucy Liu. I thought that was like the hot thing to do, putting it all up here to like my, like over here. And I thought like my eyelashes have to be thicker and like just fuller. But in Korea, it's more about the thinner eyeline. But very distinctive, and also the colorful cheeks. Right now my cheeks kind of faded away. Usually I would have cheeks like right here. It'd be like really pink right here. So that makes you look cute. So on the side makes you look more
old.
Yeah, older, and also a little more westernized.
Like the Kardashians.
Feeling. Exactly.
They like the natural, like I did my makeup but I didn't do my makeup look.
Yeah. Hashtag I woke
But it's
up
more
like
makeup
this.
than the actual other makeup. Yeah. So, I mean, beauty's my thing. I love beauty, so.
I noticed that.
All
I
the
noticed
guys
that.
are like, I don't know what these people are talking
See,
about.
we were just very quiet, and all the girls suddenly started talking. So we were just like, move back a little bit.
I forgot about
let
you.
them
You were
talk.
here?
Let them talk.
I just want to add one thing, and that
Add a lot.
that popularity about Korean beauty, I think, is really boosting the economy as a whole as well, because it's really, I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of Chinese tourists in Myeongdong area where they're like just scrapping in all the beauty products. Amora Pacific is really gaining popularity all across the world, not just Asian countries, but like in the States, of course.
Yeah, I think because of this boom that we've seen in the medical tourism here in Korea, it's gradually building and building. And I think recently the government is helping to boost that and trying to provide a little bit of a safer means for a lot of the tourists, particularly from China or countries around the world, because sometimes they may not speak Korean, so they have a hard time when they go to places to maybe get certain type of medical, whether it's for physical reasons or for beauty reasons or whatever they may be, but the government is helping to push that so that they have like translators available for all the tourists. Right?
It's actually chosen as one of the new growth engines for Korea.
We made a video, or we're making a video right now about medical tourism, and we went to visit a clinic in Gangnam, and we went with our friend who is a consultant who does help people come from other countries.
That's just
to
what he
get
does.
surgery.
Yeah, he has a
That's
medical
his job.
tourism company, and he introduces, he bridges that gap between foreigners who might not know what to do or what the best places are,
Yeah.
and then he brings them over and introduces them to good doctors and things like that.
And BapMokja just told me that he actually tried getting Botox on.
Yeah, we got Botox done. We tried.
Just for the
we
video.
both can't raise my eyebrows. It's great.
Are you serious?
We did find out the top 3 countries: China, Malaysia, and Kazakhstan. At that certain clinic were the people who came to Korea to see like the best surgeons in the world. So.
Yes, I actually love watching YouTube videos, but especially on makeup because they have a lot of how-tos and how to do it on your own. And right now my favorite is actually Pony Makeup, who's actually CL's new makeup artist, and she's awesome. But anyways, these YouTube videos, they help you learn more about K-beauty and how to do this at the comfort of your own home.
오늘은 몇 주 전 컴백한 탭티서의 태연 메이크업을 해볼 거예요.
Korean beauty YouTubers are exerting a great influence on the world's beauty industry. In the vast sea of makeup tutorial videos on the internet, the makeup videos of Korean idol stars are extremely popular. From tips for healthy glowing skin to having a personal glam squad in the comfort of your own home, they bring you the elegant and simple day-to-day looks of Korean celebrities. The growing interest in Korean-style makeup, as well as that of Korean celebs, naturally led to increased sales of Korean cosmetics, solidifying the country's status as a bona fide beauty destination. Myeongdong in Seoul is known as the place for cosmetics shopping, with more than 100 cosmetics shops.
쇼핑.
쇼핑!
ショッピング、買い物に来ます。
The inside of a shop is full of non-Korean visitors trying to purchase Korean cosmetics.
동남아시아 쪽에 싱가포르라든지 인도네시아 쪽에서 많은 분들이 오시더라고요. 겨울이라서 아무래도 핸드크림이 좀 많이 나가고 있고요. 그리고 더불어서 모든 에센스에 영양이 다 들어가 있는 마스크팩을 좀 많이 찾으세요.
Ranging from basic skincare to colorful cosmetics, the shop offers various trendy products.
It was really good. I love the colors, and I will buy like 10 or 1,000 to my friends.
Nail things, also eyeshadows, they're really good here.
Yeah, I mean the face masks look like they're great and really, I bought like 20 of those.
No doubt, Korea has become one of the major players to watch out for in the global beauty industry. But what is it about Korean cosmetics that has mesmerized the world over?
Samples that they give out. Oh yeah. So then when you try something at home, then you go back to the store and buy it.
値段安いです。ちょっと安い。
Everything is so cute. The packaging. Yeah. A lot of things.
It's moisturizing. It's not too dry.
It basically just suits Asian skin. Yeah.
We love Korean cosmetics. Korean cosmetic Chuhayo.
Yeah, so as we just saw here, K-beauty is definitely a trend these days.
Yes,
Korean products, but also makeup, all those makeup tutorials. I was quite impressed actually watching the video here. Yeah, girls seem to like, and guys too, because you can see guys are also using all these makeup products these days.
Okay, so how many of you guys on stage are wearing BB cream? The guys.
Our professor's wearing BB cream right now.
See?
Well, they've all got their hair did, their nails
And it's
done.
okay. It's well accepted because the beauty industry is on the rise of growing, and I know Korea is the top, one of the top in the Asian countries, not only for the women but for the men too.
So I guess makeup is one thing. You have medical tourism, that's also another field connected to it, of course.
Yeah, right. Actually, my brother is a dermatologist, and the main international guests who come to his clinic is usually from China and other East Asian countries. So he was in trouble when last summer, you know, that SARS came in the huge problem. So not many Chinese tourists came to Korea, but now he's okay. So you know that many like Chinese people come to Korea to get some like skincare in his like clinic and other things.
Yeah. That's for I guess makeup, appearance. But some people say you are what you eat. So I guess your looks and how is connected to food as well. So we have to talk about hanshi. Korean food is becoming quite popular. I have many friends over back home who say, oh, I want to try Korean food. I've seen this online. I want to make it myself. People are looking up these recipes and trying to use their home ingredients to follow these Korean dishes. And I think that's pretty popular too. And it was also on our list of those keywords that best represent Korea.
It's also based on Korean wave, like how popular Korean culture is. Like that's how the popularity of Korean food also starts. Like, you know, the chimek culture in Korea, it's so popular, but not until it wasn't popular for Chinese people, not until it was on the drama that Jenny mentioned earlier. I know.
Yes, I keep reminding you.
Right, after Chun Ji-yeon ate that, it became so popular in China, and now Chinese people visit Korea and they say, oh, I want to try that chimek, which I think is very interesting.
BapMokja, your name is related to food as well. And I think you also made a video about the best or your favorite Korean foods, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, our tastes are very different.
Yeah.
So our list of the top 5 was what we could agree on. And taking out the ones that, you know, that we didn't agree on.
Yeah, and most of them do have cheese on them.
Yeah, cheese and meats. Really.
Cheese and meat,
Give us some
basically.
examples. What kind of foods did you talk about in your videos?
Okay, one of them was cheese 등갈비,
yeah.
so cheese ribs.
And you wrap it around. That was a popular trend recently. It was amazing, beautiful taste.
Fried chicken was definitely on there, and the one that everybody knows, everywhere in the world, is basically as ubiquitous as sushi is for Japan, is the barbecue.
Korean barbecue.
Right, Korean barbecue. We've seen that the food has become a gateway for people to come, even if they haven't heard of K-pop, they don't know about the language, they don't know about, you know, any of the political, you know, or economic status of Korea. Korean food, kimchi, right? Bulgogi, LA galbi, that brings them to Korea.
Now, talking about foods that are popular, I mean, Korean foods that are popular overseas, I guess we can probably name many, but we had a survey and we want to share some of the results with you here.
Hanshik, Korean food, is satisfying the whole world with its nutrition and health benefits.
Choose, I'd probably take bibimbap.
Tteokbokki is really good. Oden is really good as well.
I love bulgogi.
Kimchi is best. Kimchi.
The street food, I love barbecue, galbi, and bibimbap, kimbap, everything. I love, there's nothing that I've tried that I disliked in Korea.
So which Korean foods do non-Koreans want to take home?
Gwangjang-sijang. You can try every traditional Korean food there, and I went with my friends after the test over. It was amazing. We tried the sanachik, like the octopus that is still moving. I think it's the only experience that I can say that the food was delicious and at the same time funny. Because you have to fight with the octopus to eat and it's still moving in your mouth. It was a really good opportunity to taste, actually. I would remember that forever.
If I was to go back to my country, Kenya, I would carry some gyopsal with me. Especially the combination of some gyopsal and soju. Yes, some gyopsal and soju is really nice. So eating some gyopsal together as friends and taking it down with soju, it has been a good experience for me.
맨 위에
김치 넣으시면 제일 맛있습니다. 제가 중국에 가면 중국,台湾저기 이런 음식만 있는 것 같아요.
여기 소주 한 병 주세요.
We conducted a survey on 688 non-Koreans to find out about the most loved Korean foods by foreigners. Fifth place goes to kimchi, one of the 5 healthiest foods in the world. Then bulgogi, a Korean classic of marinated beef, places at number 4.
저는 치맥에 의존해요. 우울할 때 늘 치맥을 찾곤 하죠.
Coming in at number 3 is the combo of chicken and beer that caused a global trend thanks to one popular drama. The second spot is taken by seaweed laver, seasoned with salt and roasted with sesame oil, loved for its crispy texture. And topping the list is ramyeon, instant noodles. Due to various TV series featuring actors eating ramyeon, this dish drove many non-Koreans to try it themselves, causing a new spice addiction around the world.
Okay, so the number one food foreigners or tourists want to take back home when they are here in Korea is actually ramyeon or instant noodles.
Yes.
I think those are pretty popular these days.
Very popular.
Yeah, when you go to the airport, I see a lot of people with boxes and boxes of Korean ramyeon.
And there's such a big variety, even if you go to a convenience store.
I mean, that's not exactly the best choice to eat unhealthy. It could be very unhealthy for you, but I mean, to have it once in a while, and it's very compact, so you can just put it in your bag and just, take it home and, just eat it whenever you want to eat it, So as long as you have hot water, it's available for you.
It's very convenient, very simple, it doesn't take long.
What's attractive is that a lot of people kind of give it the Korean twist. They might add like kimchi into their ramyeon or tofu and cheese, sausages. So it's like this Korean version, Koreanized ramyeon that people may have not been exposed to before, right?
And
it's
people
delicious.
people who don't use chopsticks learn to use chopsticks just because of this ramyeon, because they're like, oh, we can't eat it with fork, it doesn't look right. So I'm thinking, okay, well, you guys go, do it. But I mean, it looks funny, but it's still a lot of fun for them to eat it as well.
Yeah, part of that experience is also the way, the way you eat the ramen. It's you take the lid from the pot and then you eat it from the pot. I would never do that back before coming to Korea, because I would eat it from a bowl and everything. But it's so cool, and also the instant ramen, when you take the top, the paper off, and you make a little cup from it, and you kind of slurp it.
I learned that.
That's fun stuff about Korea.
So it's not only about the food, but it's also about how you eat it. And that's part of, that eating culture and why all these food-related videos are popular online these days. Now, we talked about food. I think if our viewers come to Korea, they will probably come to Seoul. So we'll have to talk about that. Why don't we check out our next keyword? Take a look. Okay, so our next keyword is Seoul. Some people describe Seoul as the city that never sleeps. It's definitely attracting more and more tourists these days, in 2016 as well.
Yes, a lot of people come and they're amazed that restaurants are open 24 hours, right?
Best place to visit.
To us, we've actually said it multiple times on our videos, Seoul is the best city in the world for us.
Wow.
Best city, we would never leave.
I agree.
Even you?
I agree.
What do you love about Seoul, though?
Well, when I was younger, when I lived here when I was younger, I was like, oh, I don't really like Korea. There's not much to do, and well, it's too busy and noisy. But then when I went back to the States, I was like, wow, I took it for granted, because everything's open all the time. There's so many things to do, and like now that I'm of age, I can enjoy the nightlife. So maybe that's a plus.
That is a plus, because you've only become legal for so long.
Yes.
It hasn't been that long.
So we'll talk a bit about Seoul, and I think, our viewers will be able to learn more about the capital of South Korea.
And I'm kind of curious about what non-Korean people actually think of Seoul as well. So.
Okay.
Seoul, the capital of South Korea, is where 80% of non-Korean tourists visit.
It's beautiful, beautiful. Tall buildings everywhere.
Always lots of lights, music.
And everything is so clean and neat.
A lot of couples.
Oh my gosh, too much couple.
There's lots of people. I feel very loved here. Lots of commerce. It's a great city.
So what are the most popular tourist attractions in Seoul according to tourists? Let's check out the results taken by the Korean Culture and Tourism Institute through its survey on 12,000 non-Koreans. In fifth place, we have Seoul Tower, the symbol of Seoul.
여긴 시작하는 연인들의 필수 코스라고. 이거 여기 넣어.
그럼 나중에 어떻게 풀어?
풀지 말라고 매는 거지. 우리 인연 여기에 꽁꽁 묶어놨으니까 영원히 풀리지 말라고.
Couples head to the tower to fasten a padlock of love onto the railing and to wish for their love to last forever, just like the Pont Neuf Bridge in Paris. Also, the tower offers great panoramic views of the city, which is absolutely spectacular at night. Coming in at number 4 is Namdaemun Market, offering the sentiments of a vibrant traditional Seoul as well as quality goods at a decent price. Some 10,000 tourists visit every single day. The third spot are the Royal Palaces. They are a must-visit tourist attraction in Seoul that displays a sense of timeless beauty and rich culture of ancient Korea. In particular, Gyeongbokgung Palace is a must-see for those visiting Korea for the first time. In second place, we have Dongdaemun Market, the main destination for Korean fashion. Thanks to the interest in Korean fashion caused by the Korean wave, more than half of the tourists visit this fashion hotspot. Now, number 1 on the list is Myeongdong, where large department stores, shopping centers, and cosmetics shops are concentrated. 7 out of 10 tourists in Korea pay a visit to Myeongdong, indeed the most popular tourist attraction in Seoul. So what are some of the new rising destinations gaining popularity among tourists?
Anna, what did you enjoy the most?
Lotte World.
Yeah.
Bukchon as well.
The Noranjing Fish Market. Yeah, it's really nice.
Gangnam, it was very nice.
Hongdae,
Yeah, Hongdae.
The list includes Hongdae, known for its nightlife, youthful and romantic ambiance, and underground culture. Gangnam from Psy's mega hit Gangnam Style, and Garosu-gil Road, the new hotspot for fashionistas, featuring a number of unique multi-brand shops.
The old culture and the very new culture, and I have been very surprised how developed everything is and how clean it is here, and the metro system is perfect. And
it's really convenient.
You really have it. Well, there are only a few cities around the world where it is organized like this. It's really cool.
So I guess you'll agree with us, Seoul is a an attractive city. It has so many different qualities, areas. You've been to all these places we introduced, right?
Of course.
So, I mean, you guys would know a lot about the places that were just brought up, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
what was your favorite place?
I mean, I like to, if people come to Korea, what I like to recommend is definitely go to Hangang. Hangang is beautiful.
Oh, that's one place
So
that
many
we-
different locations along, like Tuksum Resort, for example, and Banpo Bridge with the rainbow light.
Wow.
But from the video, I think Namsan Tower definitely.
Namsan Tower.
The Seoul Tower.
The
Yeah,
Seoul,
that's a huge
sorry, yeah, the
attraction,
Seoul Tower.
of course.
Especially if you want to experience that the K-drama stuff, right? Putting that lock with your lover on the
Is it
fence,
romantic?
and things like that. We got to do it.
During my class, I have an field trip, which is excursion with my students to Bukchon. They really like Bukchon rather than other places, so it is maybe recommended to the international
Right, like the
tourist.
traditional houses.
Traditional
and-
housing with the modern sentiments.
So
Yeah, and-
Bukchon Hanok Village, right?
Yeah,
We're
right.
talking about.
And
yeah.
old palaces. I think Seoul is really attractive in a way that it's a mix of old and new, that it really has all the contemporary aspects like the Hongdae and Itaewon that you guys mentioned, and also the traditional villages and the old palaces. I think it's really a mix of those modern
Korea
and traditional
is
values.
Asia's Greece, like you said, the old and the new centered in one small area.
So you can maybe find out more about these facets of the capital when you come to Korea and when you visit Seoul. Now we talked about all these keywords. We're kind of running out of time. We can't talk about everything related to Korean culture. But we had some of the main keywords, including, Hallyu, K-pop, K-dramas, Korean food, K-beauty, the city of Seoul, and the list goes on. Okay, so we talked about all these keywords that best represent Korea. Professor Lee, why don't you maybe wrap it up for us?
When I was young, I was a big fan of Hong Kong films and also American popular music. So because of that, I became interested in other culture of Hong Kong, China, and the American culture. But when I became an adult now, then suddenly global audience are interested in Korean popular culture, K-pop, K-drama, and K-films. And now their interest is more widening, that not only popular culture product, but also other cultures such as history, language, food, beauty, and other Korean culture. So I think it is very interesting. The Hallyu or the Korean wave, which was more focused on popular culture, is widening their fields to the wider parts of Korean culture. So it might be really interesting.
I think everyone will agree with Professor Lee. Korea is definitely surfing on Hallyu, the Korean wave. And when I say Hallyu, I'm talking about more than just K-pop and K-dramas. It includes, as we said, Korean beauty, but also Korean food, Korean language. We didn't really talk about Korean language here today, but many people overseas are learning Hangugo or Hangukmal these days. So that's also part of the Korean wave in general.
Exactly. I think it's amazing that everyone is actually taking the chance to look into our culture, and they're becoming, they're taking a step forward to Korea. So I'm so glad that we were able to share this with everyone today.
Definitely. Korea opening up and becoming a global country. Hopefully you also watching us will be able to join us here in Korea on location in the near future, or maybe this year in 2016. Everyone, I really hope you enjoyed our 20th anniversary special edition here on Arirang TV. We'll continue to work hard to promote Korean culture, so be on the lookout. G.NA, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Adrien.
We had a great time. Everyone, happy New Year. 새해 복 많이 받으세요.
Happy New Year. Bye, and a Happy New Year. Ow! I'm 30 now.